How to purchase a home with student loan debt using FHA financing in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, I'm Kevin Jefferson, the People's Lender, NMLS number 1433853. Today, our topic is going to be purchasing a home in Atlanta, Georgia with student loan debt. So there are $1.7 trillion worth of student loan debt in the United States. 45 million people have student loan debt. So this is a common problem, and that does not stop you from having the ability to purchase a home. However, there is a specific way that your student loans need to be set up in order to qualify for a mortgage using FHA financing, and I'll go into it right now. First of all, if you have FHA, if you're going to get FHA financing, which is administered by the Federal Housing Administration, and this program is not just for first-time home buyers, you need to have one of two things: an income-based repayment plan that is already set up with your student loan servicer, or a fully amortized student loan. If you have an income-based repayment plan, which is basically if I have $60,000 in student loan debt, and I have a payment plan worked out called income-based repayment plan, or IBR, then that payment says that I pay $100 a month for my student loans. As long as we can document it as the lender, we can use that $100 as a student loan payment. If you have a fully amortized payment that says on your $60,000 of student loan debt that your payment is $350 a month, that is the payment that we have to use on your into your debt to income ratio. Now, one other thing, if you're currently in school, do not have a fully amortized student loan payment set up or a income-based repayment plan, then you're typically in deferment. And when you're in deferment, we have to use a 0.5% of your monthly payment. So on that same $60,000 in student loan debt, your monthly payment that we use as a 0.5% is $300. So when I'm working with buyers, I typically ask them, do they have student loans and how is it set up? Right now, everyone's in a government forbearance and no one is currently has to pay student loan debts. However, that doesn't last for 30 years. So we have to have something set up and use some sort of payment arrangement or payment amount in your debt to income ratio, which helps you qualify for a mortgage or not qualify for a mortgage. So with that being said, you have to have something set up. Now, by setting up your income-based repayment plan, the easiest way would be to call your student loan servicer and tell them you'd like to get an estimate of an income-based repayment plan. You don't have to go into that repayment plan, because what we want to see is if the income-based repayment plan will be less than what it would be if we use the 0.5% of your student loan debt. That is one of the top things. Now, once we have to use the 0.5% into your debt to income ratio, that does not mean you need to make payments on it. We just have to have a number in there, a certain percentage, which is a FHA guideline, a number in there to help qualify, because student loans, mortgages for 30 years, you won't be deferred for 30 years on your student loans. So we need to carry some sort of percentage, because on FHA is a government-backed loan. Student loans are typically owned by the government, and they do not want to lose out in both cases. They want to make sure that the borrower has the ability to pay something on their student loans as well as their mortgage if in fact they ever have to make both payments. So with that being said, we want to make sure that we have the income-based repayment plan set up, or we get the estimate. Once we have an estimate, we can use that into your debt to income ratio, or you'll hear me say DTI, which basically explains how much does the borrower have coming in on a monthly basis and how much does he or she have going out on a monthly basis. So FHA will allow for you to purchase a home even if you have student loan debt, as long as we can use one of those three options into it. If you found this information helpful, Please like and subscribe, and please give me some comments or ask any questions you have pertaining to this topic. Once again, I'm Kevin Jefferson, the People's Lender. Have a great day.